Miami Heat Nation, what is going on? So, in today's video, we are going to be talking about our newest addition, Norman Powell. And what we're going to be talking about is should we extend Norman Powell on a long term deal, or should we just let the season play out and let him walk? Now, before we do start today's video, if you guys enjoy Miami Heat content, we do upload every single day. Our goal this year is to upload for 365 days, and I couldn't do it without you guys. I just want to say I appreciate y'all, love y'all. Continue to keep liking, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. And let's get back in today's video. So, Norman Powell is one of the more, I want to say forgettable scores, but one of those scores that a lot of people don't really talk about. This past season with the Clippers, averaged about 22 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And honestly, him and James Harden was doing all the carrying in the regular season when Kawhi Leonard was out. And then Norman Powell had an injury. I believe it was a hamstring injury. Kawhi Leonard came, and it just wasn't a good fit over there because they just had too many options. Now, obviously got shipped off to the Miami Heat, and we didn't give up pretty much nothing for Norman Powell. And obviously that's a good thing. And when you look at Norman Powell's contract, he was on a 5-year, $90 million deal. So his average salary is about $18 million. And he's on his last year. So 2025, 2026, which is this year, he's making about $20 million. And then in 26, 27, he's going to be an unrestricted free agent. So he's around 32, 33 years old. Now, the reason why I want to have this conversation is because the Miami Heat also have a conversation about Tyler Herro. He wants $40+ million, which I expect them to give him. But if you let Norman Powell walk in free agency, we're going to be back to step one. Luka Doncic already signed that contract extension, so he's not going to be available of 2026 free agency. There's going to be no stars. And so they're going to be in that weird position, to be honest with you, because you're obviously going to pay Tyler. He's more of your franchise guy. You trade in Norman, but he could be possibly a rental. Do you want to go back to step one, or do you want to continue to compete for championships? You know what I mean? And so with Pat Riley being in front office, he always says, yo, we're not tanking, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. But it says otherwise. So I'm just curious. And then also, say if we do give Norman Powell a contract extension, what's the type of deal that we're going to give him? Now, obviously, that's going to base on this upcoming season and how everything plans out. I'm not saying give him an extension to start the year. That doesn't make much sense at all. But then again, you also don't want to lose him if he does have a great year. But then again, if he has a great year, you're going to have to pay him a lot of money because he's going to ask for a lot of money. So you're just in a weird position right now. The Miami Heat are in a very, very weird position. And it's unfortunate. But this is the stuff that happens, especially with the new CBA rule. You know, you pay Tyler, you pay Bam, you let go of Jimmy, of course. But then if you pay Norman Powell max extension, can Norman Powell, Tyler, and Bam get the job done? Because this team doesn't pick up decent role players. They rely on their younger players, and that's fine. But sometimes that doesn't work out. You know what I mean? So I'm very curious to see what you guys think. What's the direction would you want to go with Norman Powell? Now, it's kind of hard because, like I said, the season hasn't started just yet. And it's going to really depend on how everything goes and how Spo fixes this offense. Because if he goes out there this upcoming season with the same offense he did last year, honestly, I think Norman Powell is going to struggle. I really do. You can't just do the most boring, simple offense. Let's change it up. Let's have fun. Let's go put up 120 points. We got embarrassed by the Cavaliers. You know what I mean? So, once again, let me know in the comment section what you guys think and follow for more Miami Heat content.